Casinos sell you on dreams of glamour, flashing lights, and the hope of a life-changing jackpot. They want you to believe it is all about luck, that if you are sharp enough, patient enough, or simply due for a win, you might walk away rich. But according to former casino workers, that could not be further from the truth. Behind the free drinks, the polished smiles, and the buzzing slot machines is an industry built on psychology and control. Every chair, every carpet, every sound effect is carefully engineered to push you deeper into the game. And now, those who once worked behind the scenes are speaking out. They are exposing the secrets casinos hope you will never discover, the tricks designed to keep you playing until you have got nothing left. It seems harmless to swap your cash for chips at the cashier's cage, but ex-cashiers say this is the first psychological trick. Real cash feels tangible, heavy, and personal. Handing over a crisp $100 bill stings in a way a stack of green or red chips never will. Chips are tokens. They make gambling feel like a game, not a financial decision. Studies show people spend 20 to 30% more recklessly once money is converted into chips, and casinos know it. One worker summed it up. Our job was not to make the process faster. It was to make losses painless. One ex-cashier remembered a trucker who came in with $500, swearing he would only risk half. By the end of the night, he had lost it all and did not even realize until he went back to his cab. He told the cashier, "It did not feel like real money, just play pieces." That is the psychology in action. On the surface, free drinks feel like hospitality. A little thank you for being a customer. But ex-servers reveal the truth. Alcohol is a tool. Casinos know sober players pause. They think twice. They calculate. But a player sipping cocktails does not. Alcohol lowers inhibitions, clouds judgment, and keeps gamblers in their seats longer. A former floor manager admitted, "Sober players cash out. Drunk players chase losses. Those complimentary cocktails are not gifts. They are bait, and they are among the most profitable investments a casino can make." Casinos even study the timing of alcohol delivery. Ex-servers said management tracked when drinks landed at the table, often during losing streaks. A gambler frustrated by losses got another cocktail right away. It numbed the sting and kept them playing. The casino would rather cover your $12 whiskey than see you walk out with your wallet. If you have ever walked through a casino, you have heard it. Bells ringing, sirens blaring, lights flashing. That is the sound of a winner. But ex-technicians admit most of those celebrations are not big wins. Slot machines are programmed to cheer loudly, even for tiny payouts that do not cover the money already lost. Dealers play into the illusion too. They clap, cheer, and hype up the action. One worker called it manufactured hope. Why? Because when you see others win, you believe your turn is next, even if the math says otherwise. Ex-slot technicians also confessed that the celebration sounds are not random. They are engineered to be just loud enough to be heard across the floor. Even if you win $5 after losing 20, the machine cheers like you hit the lottery. This is not luck, it is theater, carefully staged to keep everyone convinced that a big win is just around the corner. Step inside a casino, and you have entered a timeless void. No clocks, no windows, often no cell reception in key areas. Ex-designers confirm this is intentional. Casinos do not want you tethered to reality. They want you suspended in their world, where time drips away unnoticed. One ex-dealer recalled, "We had regulars swear they had only been there 2 hours. It had been 10. The longer you stay, the more you lose. And the building itself is designed to keep you there." Designers compare it to creating a permanent dusk. Without sunrise, sunset, or clocks, your brain loses its rhythm. Add in subtle background music, often loops with no beginning or end, and players lose track of hours. One former pit boss said, "The goal is to turn a Saturday night into a blur where your only marker of time is how much you have lost." It sounds trivial, but even the bathrooms are weapons. Ex-employees revealed restrooms are placed far from exits, usually tucked deep into the maze of slot machine. That means every bathroom break forces you past dozens of opportunities to gamble again. One security guard laughed about it. "We called it the gauntlet. By the time people got back, half of them sat down at a different machine." A simple trip to the restroom turns into one more chance to separate you from your wallet. It is not just bathrooms. Cash machines are also placed strategically. Former workers admitted ATMs were always closest to high-profit games like slots, not near the exit. That way, when players ran out of chips, the path to refill their wallets kept them in the middle of the action, not out the door. If you have ever heard of high rollers being treated like royalty, you might think it is a perk. But former hosts say it is another trap. Lose big, and you will be showered with luxury. Free rooms, gourmet dinners, backstage passes. The casino becomes your best friend. But start winning too much? Everything changes. Your comps vanish. Your betting limits shrink, and in some cases, you are quietly shown the door. An ex-host admitted, "Our best customers were not winners. They were consistent losers with big wallets." The VIP treatment is not generosity. It is an investment in keeping losers loyal. One ex-host recalled a wealthy businessman who lost over $1 million in a single week. The casino comped him a penthouse suite, golf outings, and even a private jet. But when he finally strung together a series of big wins, suddenly the jet was unavailable, and his betting limits were slashed. The message was clear. Losers are welcome, winners are a problem. In the digital age, it is not just humans pulling the strings, it is algorithms. Ex-account supervisors from online casinos revealed how gamblers are tracked in excruciating detail. The system records how much you lose, how long you play, and even how you sound on customer calls. Winners are flagged. Their accounts get capped or restricted. Sometimes they are nudged out entirely. Losers, they are rewarded. They get bigger bonuses, higher betting limits, and promotions designed to keep them bleeding money. One insider explained, "The system was not there to protect players, it was there to protect profits." These systems also flag behavior. If you call customer service and sound desperate or broke, you are marked differently than someone calling casually. Ex-workers said customers showing signs of addiction were not stopped. They were often targeted with re-engagement offers once they cooled off. As one insider put it, "We did not care about helping them stop. We cared about keeping them coming back." Perhaps the darkest secret of all, casinos are magnets for money laundering. Ex-workers admit criminals use casinos to clean dirty money. The method is simple. Buy chips with illicit cash, gamble minimally to make the play look legitimate, then cash out as winnings. One insider estimated millions flow through casinos this way every single year. And management? Often, they look the other way. As long as chips are moving and the house takes its cut, the source of the money is conveniently ignored. One security employee recalled seeing the same group of men arrive weekly, buy thousands in chips, barely gamble, then cash out. "Everyone knew what was happening," he said, "but management told us not to interfere." For casinos, the money flowing in was what mattered, not where it came from. The final secret is the most disturbing. Ex-call center staff described handling desperate gamblers, some crying, others openly suicidal. The official policy? tick boxes, and move on. One former worker recalled a manager saying, "Once the call ends, it is not our problem anymore." This is a broady wise in the pasted and cast setter arms when the rind with tarms said. Casinos do not just feed on money, they feed on vulnerability. Addiction is not an accident. It is not a bug in the system. It is the business model. Another worker admitted they were trained to downplay signs of addiction. If a customer admitted they were gambling with rent money or maxed out credit, the staff response was scripted to appear sympathetic, but never to suggest stopping. "We were told the moment they hang up, they are someone else's problem," the worker said. "That still haunts me." Casinos are marketed as playgrounds of excitement, bright, fun, filled with possibilities. But ex-workers make it clear, nothing inside is accidental. Every sound, every carpet pattern, every freebie is a carefully calculated piece of manipulation. The chips are not toys. The drinks are not gifts. The cheers are not spontaneous. The house does not just win because the odds favor it. The house wins because the environment is rigged to make sure you lose track of time, money, and control. Casinos do not gamble. Casinos collect. So next time you pass a glowing sign on the highway, remember these 9 secrets. The lights are not beacons of luck. They are camouflage for one of the oldest hustles in the world. And the truth, as exposed by those who worked inside, is simple. In the long run, you do not stand a chance.